All right, welcome back to the Push for 2400 Rapid Series, where I teach you something about chess while I think out loud, explain my moves, and play this game in Rapid. So that is 10-0. Today we get Suhar Disinaga from Indonesia. As you know, you're going to learn a lot. Joe Bava London Theory, because it is my trusty tool. A6, okay. E3. Now A6, of course, my opponent knows that a general idea in the Jobava London is to play knight b5 and have the bishop and knight attack the c7 square, trying to fork the king and the rook. That's the main idea, right? That's why we put the bishop here. That's why we bring the knight out, etc. They play h6. This is just kind of a safeguard move. Stop anything from landing on g5. E6. I'm going to play h3. Ask the question, hey, bishop, would you like to take, or are you going to try to stay alive on the board? And this clarification is going to help me decide what I'm going to be doing next. So we shall see. And he tries to keep it on the board. So I think I'm going to play knight e5. Now, of course, I want a knight in the center. It's going to be really strong there. And I do like that this bishop trade has allowed my queen to develop with tempo. It makes the ideas f3, e4 just a bit quicker, a bit easier for me. And that I like. C5. Now, in practice, I have learned that it's good to take this pawn. Even though he gets this with tempo. Castle queenside, line up the rook against the queen, and try to play for e4. It's kind of an aggressive way to go about this, but it's double-edged because black is going to be able to play b5, b4, put a rook on the c file, start attacking my king, and although I have a pawn thrust of my own, I don't have an open file as well. So my attack can feel just a bit slower than theirs sometimes. So you have to be really accurate about it. So obviously g4. We want to break on g5, rip open the king side. I would love that. And here, black has some options. Contest my knight. Get out of the way of this. Maybe challenge my knight with c6. Yep, that's right. And here, if I push, it's a little difficult because push, something like knight takes, bishop takes, loses a pawn, or likewise pawn takes, bishop takes, loses a knight. So it's a good move. This contention, it's a good move. I think I'm going to try this. 93, hit the hanging piece, elicit a response, and then push g5. Because I really want to get this initiative going really quickly. Because if I don't, I'm telling you, their attack comes super fast. So I need to have something. Let me just take a sip of my coffee. And here my opponent probably is thinking, should I go to d6, offer the trade? Should I go to e7, be a bit more passive and slow? Maybe have the bishop help guard these dark squares? Should I play b6, hoping that a take will give me a bigger center and open the b file? Some options. Personally, I think bishop d6 is the most likely. But maybe they'll surprise me. I don't know. Just be careful. Don't play queen b6 thinking you're active and you protect the bishop. Because knight a4 and you blunder your face. You lose the bishop. Wow, and he goes with the passive option. Okay, so I'm playing g5. If e5, I can take, or I can take the knight. Okay, now this is what I wanted. Now we have an open g file. They have an open c file. I have an open file as well. Now, the speed of the attack should be much more balanced. It should be pretty close. And that's what they tell you, right? A general principle, opposite side castling. It's really a race to see who kills each other faster, right? I'm going to keep my bishop. I think trading kind of alleviates threats and makes things easier for black. So I'm just going to keep it for a bit longer. Also, this is a nice attacking tool, right? A rook on the g file, a bishop on h6 can create some nice threats. And I'd like to keep it that way. Now here, my opponent either needs to go for a big center or start playing for counterplay. Ooh, this is a good move. Doubled pawns here would be super bad. And moving my knight and playing c3 is a huge waste of time. Oh man, maybe I should have traded. See, this is bad. This could be bad. This is where you might want to like really stop and think. So here's something else I think about. If I play rook g1, allow the capture, but now I get this open g file. That's some pretty fast pressure, right? Queen g4, I'm threatening mate. Like things are moving pretty fast. But I lose my kingside safety. It's pretty tempting. Rook g1, takes, queen a5, queen g4, g6, and then bishop h6. Rook moves to c8 probably. And then I'm probably still losing. So probably I shouldn't. All right, knight b1, knight b1. Now knight b1 hurts because they also get e5. Bishop moves. e4, knight moves. So black is getting a lot of counterplay. This tells me that I probably should have taken the bishop. I probably should have. I think I made the wrong call there. I thought I had some good reasoning for keeping it, but this is tough, man. Telling you, 2300s. They're not easy. No one dies easily at this level. So strong moves, queen b6, rook c8. Personally, I like rook c8 the most. I like e5 the second most. All right, attacking the a2 pawn. Do I want to save this? I do want to save this pawn. Again, I asked, do you want to save it? It sounds like a dumb question. Like, oh, of course you should save your pawn. Like, don't be down a pawn. But time comes at a cost, remember? And sadly, right now, I'm losing that time battle. He's attacking, and I'm not getting anywhere closer in my attack. I was back in the opening, but now I'm not. So I gotta turn it around somehow. Gotta figure out some way, or I just have to hunker down until he runs out of like really fast-paced aggressive moves, and I get my chance to finally build something myself. So yeah, c6 is scary. Sorry, b5 is scary. All right, this might be that moment. E4, knight d4. Ooh, I don't like that. Queen g4, rook c8. Oh man, everything is just, it feels just a little bit too slow. Okay, let's go c3. Now, this, in principle, this is really bad because I know that these points are great sacrificing points for his pieces to rip open my king. And if I don't calculate my way out, like super accurately, I die. I die. Now, e4 is so attractive, though. What's worse is that, yeah, now he has this anyways. Yeah, see, I would love to trade this bishop for this bishop now. Would save my bacon. Bacon would be saved. All right, what can I do? There's not much I can do. Rook d2, just trying to hunker down the king, waiting for the coming doom, because it's gonna come. Now, there is maybe a small option that I could start running my king away from the threats over to the king side where there's no threats, and just say, look, I'm out of the way now. You gotta switch your whole focus over. That's a risky play. Cost a little tempi. 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 moves until I feel much safer. Might be necessary though. Now, the one thing I can hopefully count on is if I play faster and keep pressing him to say, all right, show me the receipts, show me the win, show me where it is, he's going to have to burn time to really find it. So, like here he's down, it's going to be down a minute and a half. He's going to be left with very little time to checkmate. So, or play out the rest of the game. So it's not so easy. It's not so easy. Yep. Okay. Definitely should take once. Now he does have knight takes, which wins an exchange. So that's a problem. Gotta save the queen. Can't stop this. So maybe I'm already dead. Maybe rook c2 was better. But losing the exchange is not enough for me to think that I can't still win this game. So knight takes, queen d5, very active square, right? Has some target. Wow, he didn't take. He didn't play knight takes. Wow. Okay, my first inclination is to play bishop e5. With f4 to back it up. I think I'm going to play it kind of quickly. Because if I can keep the time pressure, I might be able to swing this around. So sorry if I'm not deep exclamation, but again, trying to get rid of my bad bishop for his very scary bishop. And yeah, he can make some threats here. Is he going to sack the rook? Rook takes, pawn takes, queen check. King over, bishop takes. Yeah, so I have to play this one. I have to play this. Queen takes or queen check. Queen check, I move here and I lose this rook. That's probably losing. That's probably enough to win. Is there any way out? Rook check, I bring my knight back. Really? Uh-huh. Okay. What can I even do? Let's play queen g4. But then queen d5. Shoot, it's not good. This doesn't do what I wanted to do. I wanted to try to break in, but it's not going to be enough. Okay, I got to protect the knight. Bishop check. I have f4. Yeah, that's gross. Shoot. That's bad. Oh, this is bad, guys. Don't play like this. Play better. Uh-huh. Bishop g5. I have knight f4. That's what I'm counting on. I literally am counting on if I can survive for one more minute of his time. Oh man. I should lose this game. I should have traded the bishops. That's the lesson of the game. Should have traded the bishops. If I go this way, I get mated. Here, bishop g5. But if I go here, I get mated. If I go anywhere else, I just lose this straight up. Okay, we're going to go for this. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. Okay, I'll go back. Okay, I attack. Finally, a threat. Knight move, is that... Okay, watch out for forks. Watch out for the forks. Okay, that's cute. This is a sneaky move, though, because it kind of threatens mate. He's going to play some kind of check. So I'm just going to get out of the check. Sorry, chat. I'm trying to survive. No, I could have won that game. Oh, shoot. Does he have a mate if I try to keep the queen? There's no M. M in 15. M in 15. Queen. If I move away. Oh, it's mate in 6. Could he have gotten mate in 6 in 6 moves? Maybe. Oh gosh, so tough. So tough. So tough. Oh man. Okay. Super quick review. Because we got to get on to the next one. But I'm going to guess that I made a huge blunder right around. Oh, I called it. I messed up. Look at that. The evaluation drop. This is where the whole game swings. And then if I take, still not amazing. What's the, oh, once H4. Wow. And then my opponent did get a nice brilliance. Got to show it off for him. Yep, that was good. That was good. But not enough to beat me, all right? We still kept it. We still kept it. See, and I did say that in the game, okay? Pressured him on time, will give us chances, pulled it off. That's how we're still 2,300, I guess. All right, let's get one more. Let me check the time. Okay, we're good on time. All right, we get Peter Persky. Whoa, okay. A bird. Now, this is interesting. Against a bird, I don't like to play E5. There's a nice gambit. E5 takes, D6 takes, which I really like. I don't like to play it because usually people will transpose into King's Gambit. And as someone who doesn't play E5, I don't enjoy the King's Gambit lines. I don't feel like I get to have much fun in them. Nor do I know what I'm doing. So, I like to play this curious knight h6 maneuver that tries to take advantage of these squares that the bird kind of like lets be a little loosey, right? So like bishop, knight, weak square, right? That's kind of the idea. I'm not saying it's great. It's just what I like to do against the bird. It's kind of fun. And it is offbeat. So very likely the average bird player has not seen it. Now we gotta be a little bit careful, right? Something is gonna be eyeing my knight very soon. Now in this structure, I would be happy to part my bishop with one of these pieces so that this knight gets some play. So bishop g4, queen over, and then I think just takes and pre-move knight takes knight d4. Pre-move this. Now we throw it in a fork. I have a great knight, and my position feels fairly nice. And if I do want to regain the bishop pair, or sorry, take away the bishop pair, I can. I don't want to because white gets a very quick attack. All right, bishop back. So now, what do I do about this knight? Okay, I have an idea. Let's go e6. Try to slow down f5. The square where the queen wants to come. And either I'll break for b5 to open up some of the position, or I'm thinking of this interesting idea, f5, trying to hook the dark square bishop inside of the dark squares and giving my knight a nice place to go later on, and just kind of changing the dynamic of the usual structure that this position allows you. Now, this guy, 2,400 already, is already at my dream rating. It's going to be hard to beat. I'm happy, though, that we're up on time, though. That part I'm very happy about. Like I said, being up on time is crucial when you have no increment chess. Any no increment chess, a time advantage can be worth a pawn, a piece. It can be worth so much. So it's a huge factor. And even in a 10-0 game, you probably only get 3 big things. Outside of that, you're probably just like double checking things, small little tactics moving. Double checking things, small little tactics moving. just like that. Queen g6. So here, let's see, f5. Takes is great. Push. I can push for d5. I can take. And then swing my knight, and then it's good. Yeah, f5. I like f5. We're going to try this. It might be bad, but I want to do it. I feel like it gives my position some play. And we still have this a6 b5 idea. So in a 3-0 blitz game, you probably only get one big think. 3-2, two big thinks. 1-0, maybe half a think. Half a think somewhere. Ah, see, this bishop move tells me that he feels the effects of his dark square bishop being kind of lame if he pushes forward. So now I want to start hitting again. Let's go for the b5 idea now. This is a good response. This tells me that he feels the effects of what could end up happening. That makes me happy. Now, I almost want to play king h8 as a preliminary, like, safety move. Get my king out of a potential open light square diagonal and provide another square for my knight. Yeah, that's a good move. See, that is what I'm saying. Like, he takes, like, light square diagonal might be open. Go rook b8. Get out of the way so I can play b5. Wow, rook here. Now I could hop around, start poking around, but he wants to open the file. I don't think that's good for him. I'm gonna bet that it's not that great. So, oh wait, takes, knight takes, queen moves. I have to be careful because there are moments where this pawn is so weak with the pin that he might be able to do something nasty. But it's not there yet. It doesn't exist yet. I gotta be careful though. It's coming. It's coming. b3. Reasonable. But okay, I'm gonna go king h8 for safety to get out of some of these tactics and just to pressure the clock on him. Because now it's a bit harder to figure out what to do next. There might be I might even want something like knight here, and hit this pawn. Maybe it's time to reroute this knight. Maybe if he takes, I want to take with the g pawn and put my rook on the g file. This move's just a nice move. It's kind of a throwback move, and he does his own throwback move. So if I push, he likely will contest my knight. Although I have pawn takes, knight takes a check. Pick again, push. Hold on, maybe he doesn't. If he doesn't, this push is good. Maybe he's betting that he has this. I didn't think this was good for him. One of us miscalculated here. Hopefully it's not me. And he just takes back. Wow. Okay. All right. Well then now I have no other choice but to start blowing things open. Because this will crack me open before I can do something. And so I am forced to move first. Take the check. He'll super likely block. I'm going to take with the pawn. Wow. He doesn't. Wow. Wow. Okay. I did not expect that. Now I'm going to be left with this pawn. Shoot. I could take here. Take here. If I take here, knight, I get a really nice fun tempo move. But I'm left with this terrible pawn. So weakening. But I might have to. I might, because I'm going to get slowly barrel rolled here. As in, like, I'm just going to slowly lose. Okay. And now he's set up G4. Yep, that's fine. Wait, I do have a bishop like discover move. I can move my bishop and hit their bishop. That's kind of nice. Let's try it. Because I do think my knight here is even better than my bishop there. G4, I think I just take. Pawn takes, and I'm very happy. Now, I don't like that his rook might be infiltrating my position, but things are going to start flying here. And what's sad is that there's still a ton of time left on the clock, and the clock is even, so his bishop pair is really scary. This is no jokes, chat. All right, brought the bishop back. Okay, bring the knight up. Now protects the pawn. He can give it up for the exchange if he wants. Now he'll probably contest, and I'll gain a little bit more time to figure out what to do. I do have e5. E5 with the tactics on this rook that's undefended. That can help. That's going to help. I can play e5, push takes, bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes, queen has a mate. Okay, I can push. I can push. The back rank mate threats are scary. They are threatening. And if I can get rid of this pawn, I get rid of my biggest weakness on the board. And theoretically, I should be able to hold everything else. Then it will just come down to structure and whose dynamic play in the endgame matters more. Now, there is something scary. In this fictitious world where this pawn is gone and this rook can swing, I'm dead. So I do have to be careful here. Okay. He's going to infiltrate. Not much I can do about that. And he's going to take it. I won't be able to stop him. So this is kind of a forced move by me. Okay, actually, I'm pretty happy with this. I can contest the 7th rank now. And if I can double my rooks, I can start to get my own play. This is nice. This is nice. I'm getting a little optimistic, guys. I'm getting a little optimistic. Because he's down a minute now. He's down a minute. We got some chances here. We got some real chances. I have to I basically have to play peak, like really like focus chess, like be dead on. And it might still be a draw, but there's still bishop h6. Rook f7. I mean, I want the doubled rooks so I can make threats, make back rank threats. And he plays a fantastic move. He eliminates my back rank threats. Damn, that's how you know it's good, man. And I can't just throw away things maybe because there is some scary stuff. Okay. I think I still have to double the rooks, I think, just for safety. For safety to my king. And now this knight actually is getting in the way of my queen entering. Might have to move it. Maybe queen a8, just pinning the rook feels like a nice move. Force the king into a square that I might be able to check it. Ideas, all ideas, things you have to think about. Potentials. As you think of potentials, you'll be surprised that some of them actually happen. And what's best is if those potentials actually end up happening while you're pressing on time, that's when you can win games. So it's great. It's great. It's what you should be doing while your opponent's thinking. But yeah, bishop h6 is good. Okay. I'm going to try this idea. because this also now allows for some interesting things here. This move I love. I actually really like this move. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And now he's subject to checks. Like, I can already check this and trade off my knight for his bishop. Wait, maybe I have h5? Push the bishop in like a super lame square? Rook here, he's going to play check and force one of the rooks off. He might just transpose this to like a better endgame for himself. h5. I kind of like this move. It's kind of scary, but takes here, knight check. Oh, knight check. He's almost forced to go somewhere. Check here. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. It might be just complicated enough to delay him. If the bishop moves away, then my knight can come back here, and I can find a different entrance. Okay, it did move away. All right. Let's move my queen here. Stop this stuff. Get ready to put my knight on f5 instead. He might play g5. Oh, g5 is scary. And then I have queen g5. Again, the pins. Pins, pins, pins. This is good. This is good. He's a minute and a half down. A minute and a half down. And I'm still pressing him. He's gonna start freaking out soon. He's gonna start stressing. He's gonna start being like, shoot, what do I do now? I gotta come up with a move. Like, those feelings are good. That's when they mess up. See, this tells me that he feels it so much that he just wants to trade off, simplify, and try not the flag. And I'm going to try to not let him. Somehow. Protect. Don't want to trade yet. I don't want to make it easy for him. I got to keep asking questions. That's good. See, that puts me in a weird spot. Okay, I think it's time. Transpose to an endgame. If all the rooks are gone and all the queens are gone, I think it's a better endgame because of the light pawns that make. Whoa, that is brave. Wow. Okay. That was a good move. I don't have anything with the check. Shoot. Oh, shoot. Now you want the trade, huh? Freaking. Okay, but I still have some active pieces. Just gotta keep just enough on. All right, sorry guys. I'm gonna get a little quiet here for a second. Oh shoot! It's with the check. Shoot. No! He tricked me. All I had to do was go somewhere else. Damn it, chat. What a freaking 110 rating point would have been amazing. Balls. With bad words that I can't say on. Shoot. 2 draws, man. Are you kidding me? All right. That's it for today, guys. I hope you learned something. Okay, no, hold on. Let's review it really quick. Super quick. I barely have enough time. Oh my gosh. Damn. Such a wild game. But I was never better. Except right here. Oh my gosh. Checking. I suck. I was trying to press him so much on the time. I saw the weak piece, but I didn't see the best way. All right, guys. I hope you learned something. Those were epic games. Freaking battles. Happened to end in a draw, but I still gained some rating, and I'll see you next time.